And welcome back everyone to game number 2 here between Liquid'HerO and FXOSirius. I am Unstable, joined here by Railcoon. We will have different casters shortly, don't worry, they're just going to be arriving next week. We got Daybreak coming up next, and Hero just pretty much stomping all over Sirius in that first game. There was nothing really else to say about that, but this time we have Hero down here at the bottom left-hand corner as our red Protoss, opting for a Forge First expansion. And then of course we have Sirius up here at the top right as our blue Zerg going for the pull first, because he got double pylon blocked, he got cannoned, he got everything have happened to him in the last game and just couldn't make anything with it. So let's see if he can bring something else different this time. Railkin, what do you think?
Yeah, first he's got to not let the drone die, which is getting low. This time he did bring down another drone, but I'm actually really curious about the Daybreak. It's generally considered a safe pick, but most of the Zergs, like, across the board in the tournament so far, if they lost a game and they didn't already start on it, have been picking Atlanta's spaceship.
Yeah.
Especially against the Protoss players, because the Protoss players really love to gripe about how the third base is just difficult to secure. So it is a little bit surprising that Sirius went for Daybreak, which is a little bit more of a neutral map. Well, it's generally, like, fine.
Yeah.
A lot of Zergs would feel that they're more favored on Atlanta Spaceship, and instead he has chosen to go for Daybreak. It makes me wonder if he has something specific lined up for this map. I know some players have, like, just builds they're more comfortable with on certain maps, and if maybe he has a 2-base or, like, just 3-hatch aggression thing he's really familiar with on Daybreak.
Yeah, very true. But we are going to see a third hatch go down here. But look at this, Sirius already sitting, circling on the back of the mineralites in case the probe comes through. But Hero's also going to get up here and scout if there's any gas gone down here for Sirius as well. So, so far a much better opening from Sirius this time. Hero's not going to have as much of a lead as he did in the last game where he just instantly won.
Yeah.
And we should see the game going into a regular mid-games now this time. So it'll be interesting to see how Sirius stacks up. ZVP is probably not his best matchup by far. However, he does learn really well. He does do quite well at school and a very smart player individually. But so is Hero. So it's going to be very interesting.
Hero played that really smart. He deserves a lot of credit for that last game.
Because he's actually attacking the supply depot. Why do you do that? And now we've got the Zerglings in the mineral line. There's nothing that Hero can do about it for a very long time. He can just park them here forever. He can't actually get back up into the main to see what else is going on, but he will be able to deny a lot of mining time. Oh, he just needs to get not too close to that cannon, remember. So...
yeah, there's a Zealot out now too, so he should be able to get these cleared out, or at least just park the Zealot in the general area and not have to worry about it. But Hero took what was not a very big lead, and he compounded it with just a very series of really smart plays. The hatcheries were delayed, so he knew that the chance of that, like, cannon working out would have been really good. He's coming into the main, he's actually going to get a probe. I was not expecting him to get a probe kill with those Zerglings. He did scout out that there was double gas as well. But then after the cannons worked, which, I mean, that was just a really good assessment, after the way he delayed the hatcheries, it was a good chance of that working, because there wouldn't be many Zerglings, because the larva would be, like, really low.
Yeah.
And then after that, he just followed up with the 8-gate, because, well, you're not going to have enough units. There's no way you can stop it. It was just a really good series of smart plays from Hero, and now Sirius is going to lose this Overlord. Oh, no.
Well, it's a scouting Overlord anyway, but I think it came in way too early for what's going on. Sirius did just go to 3 gas as well. Currently sitting on almost the third queen out for that third base at the moment. So he's still going to be in a better off position. It looks like Hero is going to try for a very quick third base. And that actual Overlord scout to supply cap Sirius as well. So that was a big mistake by him to go in then. We also have a few units coming out here for Hero. He's moving forward just to put on some pressure. Looking here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 gateway pressure coming in. +1 is not going to be finished anytime soon, so it's going to be coming down to what is he going to do. Sirius has gone for 12 Zerglings pretty much instantly now as he's seen these 2 Zealots and a Stalker coming in. He's going to try and target down this Queen, and that's actually going to work out quite well. Because he can't really do anything with it. There's going to be...
Stalker!
Oh, there we go. The Stalker actually gets fully surrounded here at the moment. He is going to barely get out to the right-hand side as well. At the same time, we do see these Zealots tearing through these Zerglings. Are we going to see a warp in just yet? I don't believe so.
The warp-ins are going to be coming pretty soon after, like, right before this +1 finishes, because he's been chrono boosting this quite a lot. So you see 4 Zealots warping in now, and +1 just finishes almost at the same time. And now this attack is significantly stronger. There are a lot of roaches on the way, so you should be able to hold this since it is only just the 4 gateway pressure. And yeah, Hero sees the roaches and immediately cancels the extra proxy pylon. He's just like, nope.
Yeah, that's very true. While we're sitting at about 9 minutes 7 seconds into the game, and Hero has been pushed back here. He's actually going to warp in some Stalkers to try and go toe-to-toe with this. I'm not sure if this is a good idea because there's a lot more units coming down than Hero really expects. He's going to try and target down some of these roaches. He does have another warp in available shortly, but he's going to get surrounded by these Speedlings where Zergling Speed did just finish, so he's going to get completely shut down. We do see him trying to get away with his Stalkers. Will get home, but he has taken the 3rd base during all of this, remember, and he hasn't gone for any extra tech just yet. So Sirius has just thwarted that a little bit, but he's still trying to chase him down. Not sure if this is the greatest idea because he can warp in units at home and defend quite nicely. Looking at Sirius's vision, though.
A free pylon from it, though, so... Hey, there's another pylon. It temporarily supply blocks Hero. He's killed like 2 pylons in short succession, so that's not too bad. But yeah, he should be backing up here soon, because you should expect there to be more units at home.
Well, we know there isn't, but that's certainly a possibility. He is going to get both of these Zealots, and at the same time, he might actually jump down to the 3rd base. There is extra cannons going down here by Hero, realizing that, well, this is a really dangerous 3rd to have right now. He cannot defend it if Sirius decides to go and attack it, but thankfully for him, he doesn't expect it. And we do have a Dark Shrine coming up here for Hero in the main, so...
Yeah, that's why he has no units right now.
Yeah, but here comes a lot of roaches into the front now. He's going to try and target down this cannon here. However, there's a lot of Stalkers being warped in now. He can go for that
Cybernetics Core. Yeah. He's doing it now. I was just sitting there wondering why he wasn't doing it, and then he makes the same realization that, hey, that's a building I should be killing right now. And that's going to help out a lot. That'll delay the Stalkers and Sentries for Hero. But there's an Overlord over there, so he blinks over and takes it out. Shows that he has Blink. Hasn't used it up to this point. But he is now warping in significantly more units. And trying to hold this so that he won't have to give away the Dark Shrine. But that Forge is so close to going down as well.
Yeah, that's very true. There is another cannon getting a couple of shots off on these roaches now, though. We do have some nice blink control coming in. He will eventually clean out these roaches, but he really wants to keep these DTs hidden. The Dark Shrine is finished now, of course. Is he going to be warping it anywhere? Not that I can see just yet. A nice blink forward onto the units of Sirius, but he did get that Forge in the end. And Sirius is sitting pretty on 3 bases. He's at Lair. He's going to have a lot more roaches out in a second. All his upgrades are finishing. But he hasn't scouted this 3rd base, Relkin. And if he'd seen this, he would have been so much better off. But this is going to allow Hero's economy to kick in. We got 3 DTs. They got 1 to each base by the looks of it from those rally points right then. And we got a Forge going up in the main. So we're probably going to see a second Forge at the natural. Yes, we do.
No detection at all for Sirius. He does have the Evo Chamber, and he does have Layer Tech, so he can start making some Overseers. But that's a pretty good chunk of gas. 150 gas to do that, and he hasn't spotted these yet. They're walking across the creep tumors, but he hasn't still quite seen them yet. They're coming into the bases. This is the point where he might notice them. No, one of them just swung at a queen a little bit prematurely, but still, the one down in the 3rd base is cutting away at drones. The one's going to make it up into the main base. Oh, he's hitting roaches instead. He's not microing these best that he could, but he's still doing quite a bit of damage. Yeah,
well, Sirius is coming into the natural now yet again. He's just realized this army size here of Hero is just too big for him to actually do anything about. We got the DTs at each of these bases now, still trying to be cleaned up. One DT has 10 kills already. Another one has just killed a queen as he's been chasing that queen down the whole time. And Sirius, I think, just can't deal with this correctly. He's gone for the response of just going on the counterattack, but because of that 3rd base, the economy's just kicked in for Hero, so he has just too large of an army, regardless of what's going on.
The Dark Templar at the 3rd base still was never cleared out. Actually, all the drones left, and the hatchery is very dangerously low. It might die if he keeps microing down here at the natural of Hero. That'll be a really big hit if it goes down. It's just a few swings away. He's sending roaches down, but there's no Overseer. The hatchery's gonna die unstable.
Yeah, that's not the best response from Sirius right there, in any regard. He's now going to come in and see this 3rd base. There's a whole heap of cannons there. He's going to realize his mistake. It was not scouting for that 3rd a lot earlier. And now he's just in a really tough spot. He's down 74 probes to 46 drones. Hero was able to get away with that 3rd base so quickly that his economy is just crushing through Sirius's, and he's going to have the extra tech. He's got Immortals coming out, plus 2 weapons on the way as well. And Sirius is back to 2 bases right now. He has no queens either. Oh, sorry, he's got 3 queens. He just remade them all.
The worst part about that is that there was a pretty big window of time where he could have just gone in and killed that third base. A lot of those roaches that he used on the wall and they wound up dying to the stalkers, if they just swung up to the third base, he probably would have been able to just straight up kill it, and Hero probably wouldn't have been able to contest that. So it really just was a little bit of a scouting fail. He needed to be aware of the fact that that was there a little bit sooner. And now he's just in a really difficult spot. He's massing a lot of roaches. He's going to go for a last-ditch attack. But Hero's been preparing for it because he knows he did so much damage to the Dark Templars. This is the most likely response. His army is split up into 2 groups. He's got an Immortal out, second one on the way.
Yeah, here we go. So we do see Sirius coming in at the third base as well as the natural at the same time. Force Field's doing great work for Puzzle at the natural, cutting through that. The Blink Stalker's here as well. More Zealots being warped in at the front. The Cannons is at the same time here for the third base, just shredding through the army here for Sirius. And this looks like it is going to be the last ditch effort. So Hero will advance into the winners set. There we go. There's the GG coming out. And congratulations to Hero, of course, advancing to the winners match. Sirius will drop down into the losers. We'll be right back with First versus Scarlet. Stay with us.